Hello everybody and welcome back to another tutorial by NovaPans Handpans. Today we are continuing with the patterns. Today we are on pattern number 17. If you're new to this series, you'll be glad to hear that all of these patterns are free, including especially the ones before, so check them out if you haven't already. These should really help you both with the visual aid and the literal visual notated aid here as well. Today we're continuing with what we already had, but developing it further. So let me play what's on the board here from pattern 16. 2, 3, 4, repeat. And today I'm going to teach you essentially how to develop the second bar, which is the 3 and 5. Yeah. So essentially what we're doing is we land on 3 and 5. And then essentially goes straight into the rhythm which we already have in beat 1 and beat 2 from the first bar. And that would be notated like this. 3, 5. 3, 5, 9, 5, 3, 5. You may have to extend the bar just to fit all of these on. You may be wondering why these notes have the tails going down or the stems going down, while these notes and most of the others on the page here have the stems going up. And the reason is that usually, traditionally, once the notes are above the middle line, you start drawing the stems downwards just so that they look more visually appealing, as opposed to having lines all the way up into the ether, or likewise the abyss below, if you can call them that. We've got to finish the last 2 beats, and that was the reason for my hesitation about 33 seconds ago. I was trying to work out what that part was. We've got 3 and 5. 3, 5, 9, 5, 3, 5. Yeah. Yes, okay. This will be interesting for anyone who's rhythmic in a way or has quite an interest for this. We are tying a note here. What that means is a note is being tied to another note, which essentially creates one note. Sounds like one note, but it's actually, the reason why we call it a tie is because it's a connector. It merges 2 notes together. And that note being merged is the 5, the last 5 of the second beat there. It carries over the beat from 2 to 3. If I was to count the beats, it would be 1 and 2 and 3. But you wouldn't play anything on 3. What we're doing is after 3, sorry, and 2 and it's correct. Everything I said so far is correct. I just have to move this back to create some space. We're still tying over to the first note that would otherwise land on beat 3, but we don't play it because it's tied. Beat 3 there. It's tied, and then you have again. 5, 3, 5, 9. 5, 3, 5, 9. 5, 3, 5. Let me write that for you. 5, 3, 5. 5, 3, 5. 9, 5, 3, 5. All semiquavers in the last bar, which might be the first time we've done this. Typically we've created a sense of rest on the second bar. Just for the sake of why, I guess because before we were creating development phases in the beginning of our patterns, but now we're definitely creating something a little bit more active, as you can see, especially with the tied notes. The tied notes, as they kind of hold the note over a beat, they give this sense of leaning into something. So you're definitely creating more sense of journey, for sure. So I'm going to play this and stop analysing it. I'm sure a lot of people are interested in that too, but I know you want to learn this. So very slowly, not according necessarily to time right now, we've got 3 and 5, 3, 5, 9, 5, 3, 5, hold it, wait for the third beat, and then you play 3, 5, 3, 5, 9 on the fourth beat, 5, 3, 5. Now let's do that according to time. 1, 2, nice and slowly, 3, 4. Did you see that? Did you get that? I'll play it even slower for you. I'm not counting the notes. I wasn't just then, but I will count the beats. Sorry, I'll count the beats. Counting you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3. And again, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a hold 3 and a 4 and a. Even at that tempo, it's probably going to be tricky. Well done if you can get it. If it's a struggle for you at that tempo, that's perfectly fine. Slow down the metronome, even slower. 40 beats per minute. So we're talking about 2/3. A click a minute, a click a click every second. A beat, one crotchet per second, one crotchet, 40 beats per minute. So working out the maths, I couldn't do it. 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and a hold 3 and 4 and again 1 and a 2. Slower. That is the second bar of pattern 17. 40 beats per minute to practice. Together with the first bar you've got. Yeah, and again. I develop that, I'm going to play at my speed so that I can work out how to develop it for the next pattern. In fact, what I'm doing there is kind of, it feels like it's dotted actually for the third bar, but we'll explore that definitely in the next pattern, pattern 18. Yeah, it's really interesting for me how to do that. But I'll teach you how to do that dotted pattern in the next pattern, and dotted notes in the next pattern, and also how to implement different notes to explore the melody even further. That's pattern number 17, guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you at the next pattern. Bye.